Oh, Carl's not here. Welcome to the show. It's gonna be our third Spooktacular Super Game Room Dudes thing, and I got conned into wearing this. So eat it up, boys. Eat it up.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes, your Friday night fun house. I'm your host, P-Dubs. With me as always are my co-hosts, Michael Myers and some giant pink thing. What the hell are you, Nostalgia?
Excuse me, I'm an axolotl, actually. In case you were wondering.
So I got a serious question for you, Nostalgia. Is the banana in the suit?
The banana is unfortunately not in the suit. My hands
Well, this
are
is
out
some
here,
bullshit.
and it's quite difficult to be sitting in this thing. When you actually wear this costume and you stand up, you're about 7 feet tall, and I'm not exaggerating. So sitting down in a chair with this thing being filled up with air is incredibly challenging. In fact, I can't see the screen at all right now.
That's okay, Mr.
Oh, I did want to correct you, P-Dubs. I'm not Michael Myers. I'm actually Corey, who is the greatest horror movie character of all time. Corey from Halloween Ends.
Oh.
Definitely not a shitty character.
Okay, man. That's fantastic. Oh man, this tongue is a little gross. This tongue I got going on here. Oh.
I love the idea of the costumes, but people can't really hear us through them.
Yeah, they can. They can hear us totally. Guys, you can hear the audio just fine, can't you? Let us know in the live. Oh, you can barely understand us? Is it really that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Well, it's horrible. This was a terrible idea.
It's
this is
pretty
why
bad.
Carol bailed.
Oh.
Does that mean I get to take this off, or am I stuck in this thing for the whole night?
No, you're good.
You
can't take that
we'll
off.
take them off for right now. Hey, at least people got to see us wearing them, so I guess that's all that matters, right?
I don't know how to do this.
This is great. Let's just watch this.
Nostalgia, you're fine. Just leave it on.
My hands are stuck.
This is great. Oh my god, it's so hot under there. Holy cow, I'm sweating. Okay, guys, this is going to take an hour and 18 minutes right here. Let's just watch this. Look at our fun Halloween font whenever people leave comments. Look at how cool that looks.
I do like that.
Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Huh? Check that out. Look at that. There you go, guys. Keep the comments on the coming during the show, and you might get your awesome Halloween-themed comments pulled up on screen. So, unfortunately, Detroit Love could not be with us here tonight, which is a shame because this is one of my favorite episodes of the year for us to do. And this is our third annual Halloween Spooktacular, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about some gaming news, as well as we're going to talk a little bit about some scary games. Now, we've done this before. We talked about scary arcade games in the past, scary like Nintendo games. I think this year, when we get to the scary game portion, what I wanted to ask my hosts were, and we'll pull up some footage of these games, what is the scariest game of all time that you've played? And I definitely want you guys to think about it in the live chat. What is the scariest video game of all time that you've played, whether it was an arcade game, a console game, a VR game? Go ahead and start throwing them in the live chat right now if you want. But what is the one game that just made you jump a few times, made you go, holy smokes, and scare the hell out of you?
I'll go first. Amagon on the NES. I paid money for this.
Amagon? I don't think I ever heard of that one.
Never heard of that.
You have to play Amagon. It is a heaping pile of shit.
Well, let's go ahead and let's pull that up here because that's not what you told me. You told me Resident Evil something earlier.
Oh,
today.
you're being serious.
Yeah, I was being serious. This
Not
is
me.
not a scary game. Amagon is not a scary game.
No, it's just horrible. It'll scare you
yes.
that you put it into your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yes. So everyone knows that my favorite horror-themed franchise of all time is Resident Evil. Everybody knows that. Resident Evil 2 is my second favorite game. Resident Evil 4, everyone knows Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of that franchise. However, we can't have that same conversation every year. So when I think about games that actually scared the hell out of me, Daniel Gaines puts this right on the money. The very first Silent Hill game did scare the hell out of me growing up. I mean, that game was intense. Did you guys, Ristal, did you ever play Silent Hill?
Yeah, I played it as an adult, but never as a kid. I never played any horror games until like my first or second year in high school. So by that time, we're talking like Xbox 360 and PS3 and stuff like that. So
yeah, Silent Hill was great.
Really quickly, $10 super chat from Justin Miles. Hilarious. I needed the laugh. Thank you very much, Justin.
Yeah, man, we greatly appreciate that super chat. Thanks so much. Al says Doom. We got another Doom. Bo says Resident Evil 7 is scary. Is that when they did the first time where it was like true first person? Was that Resident Evil 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that. I always preferred the over-the-shoulder Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 7 in VR, I never tried. Hopefully that's good. What about you, Mike? What was yours?
Probably Resident Evil 2. Like, there's a time where you go around the corner and you first see the liquor pops out around the ceiling, and I was like, oh my god, like I literally dumped my pants. Like when I remember being like 16, 17 when I saw that for the first time, and I had never really played the first Resident Evil, so Resident Evil 2 was my first foray into like survival horror type games. And yeah, Resident Evil 2 was the first. It's a genre I've fallen in love with. One of my favorite things to go back and play. And I've played probably some scarier shit afterwards. Like you play like the Evil Within games, and I played like most of the Silent Hill games. So like there's some creepy shit, but I'll never forget that first experience with Resident Evil 2. And I was like, yeah, this is good goddamn stuff right here.
Did the alligator make you jump?
Oh yeah, everything made me jump. Everything.
Yeah, the alligator made a lot of people jump. I saw Eternal Darkness. I've played Eternal Darkness. I saw someone mention that in the live chat. Ritual Dello here. Here's some quick footage of some Eternal Darkness for you. Let's take a peek.
Sanity's Requiem.
Would you consider this scary? I don't know. Maybe back then, maybe it was intense. The younger you are, the more intense things seem. Let's see if we can get a little. Here we go. Little Eternal Darkness right here.
So one of my favorite things is I had Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes on GameCube. So what it does is it finds other Konami games on the system, and I'll never forget like playing through Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes and Psycho Mantis saying, I see you've played Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
Clockwork was creepy and intense, per Glenn. We got another vote for Resident Evil 7 in VR. That's pretty cool as well. Parasite Eve. Any of you play that?
Love Parasite Eve. I wouldn't really call it a horror game, but yeah, Parasite Eve was great.
There's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I haven't tried this one yet either.
I downloaded it. I just haven't got to it.
It's just on the list, right? It's on the list. Such as like today, I was happy to see my copy of Super Mario Brothers Wonder arrived. And this might take up some of my time this weekend, but I have so many games in front of this one. Like, how long is this game? Did anyone know? Is it like 8 hours, 7 hours? Is it short?
It's not generally too long. I mean, no Super Mario Brothers game of that nature is going to take you more than 10 hours.
Yeah, so it should be less than. As long as it's less than 10, I can bang through it. Because, man, I still got a lot of Baldur's Gate to play through and stuff like that.
I'm on hour 75 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 right now.
Now, when I asked the fellas earlier today, I said, what was the game that scared you? Nostalgia, you told me Dead Space. You were a Dead Space guy.
Dead Space, yeah. I played that for the first time on PlayStation 3 and absolutely loved it.
Dead Space is also what's in the front of all of Nostalgia's underwear.
How long were you holding on to that one for, Mike?
It just came to me.
By the way, Nostalgia, any thoughts on tonight's thumbnail for the show? Any thoughts?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you did. What'd you guys think of Nostalgia's costume?
It's painful.
think
I
it's
wasn't
great.
expecting that. I saw it, and I was what I wrote in my comment was literally the first thing I said out loud when I saw it. It's like, really, really.
Here's some Dead Space for you. This game looks cool.
This
man.
is the remake.
Yeah.
This is the.
Oh, this is the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played. I never played any of the Dead Space games. This looks pretty cool.
I went back and played through the original Dead Space on Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass this past year. So I played through the original 360 version. I bought the Dead Space remake, and I was like, I'm going to get right into this. Still haven't opened it, and of course, it's out on Game Pass now. So that was a waste of $60.
Good stuff. So there's a little bit of gaming news we'd like to cover tonight, as well as just hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Friday. It's the Friday before Halloween weekend. Do you guys have any plans for Halloween next week?
Mike,
I'm going to take my kids trick-or-treating. We usually do the neighborhood, me and Scarlett. It'll be the first time with Tommy. And, well, he came around a little bit last year. And then we do the neighborhood, like, from 5 to about 6 o'clock. Then after that, like, we go out and visit my parents, visit Lara's parents. And that's pretty much the night. And then after I get the
What about
kids to
you,
bed, I watch really, really illicit horror movies.
What about you, Nostalgia? What do you got planned for this week?
this
Or
weekend,
this weekend and next week?
we've got pumpkins that we're gonna carve, and then for Halloween, same thing. Take the kid out. We do the rounds. Try to fill up as much of a pillowcase as we can, and then we come home, and that's it. That's it. Not a
Very
whole
nice.
lot that happens. Just
Very
Take the
nice.
kid out.
Well, with me working from home, it's easy for me. My wife next week has to work on Halloween, and she is mad that she has to work, and she has to work a long day. So she's not going to make it home until later on. It's like her Tuesdays are like her 10, 12-hour days, like her long days. So I have to hand out all the Halloween candy on that day. So probably set up a table outside, sit outside, and just hand the kids the candy, because I don't want them. You guys know what happens with my dogs, right? If they hit the doorbell, rah, 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 rah. So it's better that I just sit outside and just hand out the candy as they come by. It's only like a couple hours. Goes by pretty quick. One of my buddies here in town is actually having a Halloween party tonight. I might sneak over there after this broadcast is over. Go check that out. He's got a whole bunch of pinball machines and arcades. So we might,
Ooh, that's
yeah.
fun.
So it's like a Halloween arcade party. There you go.
I'll tell you, if there's anybody in Newfoundland that has pinball machines, reach out to me, man. I'll come to your house.
it's so weird.
I'll do whatever you want me to do.
So, kind of funny. There was a. Do you guys know Bugs Bunny Pinball? Are you guys familiar with the Bugs Bunny Pinball?
No.
You guys never played it before? It's a little bit older one. How about you guys in the live chat? Do you guys know? Are you familiar with the Bugs Bunny Pinball machine? Let's see if we can grab it here.
We got a $2 super chat here from Jaster Mariel. Highly recommend Terrifier 2, Mike. Thank you very much, Jaster. I actually watched through the Terrifier movies for the very first time back in, it was like September, August. And yeah, they're great. I mean, I prefer the first one to the second one. And I have no idea how it ties into All Hallows Eve. But here we are. And it looks like the third one's going to be coming out. It's a Christmas horror movie, Terrifier 3. So looking forward to that.
Until you watch Hell Comes to Frogtown, nothing else
Why do you
matters.
keep bringing up the stupid movie? There's a better spooky movie with Roddy Piper. It's called They Live.
Oh, I know. They Live is great. But don't sleep on Hell Comes to Frogtown. You guys need to watch it. All right, here's that Bugs Bunny pinball machine. Come on. This might trigger a memory or two. Take a look at that. Mike, you sure you've never seen any of the barcades we went to?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't remember if any of the barcades we went to together had this one. Anyway, so a guy was selling this thing locally in town, And apparently he posted it for sale 3 days ago. And this is actually something that I would enjoy having. This is actually a super fun pinball game. And unfortunately, I reached out to him 3 days after he posted it for sale. And he's like, sorry, man, I just sold it 15 minutes ago
Oh, too
to
bad.
another guy. But I mean, sometimes you miss it. He was selling it at a good price. And yeah, there is a VPX version of this out there as well. Thanks so much, Jason. You definitely want to check out at least the VPX version of it if you guys have your Legends pinball machines with your PCs connected.
Ooh, I do like that play field. It's got like a lower section there, and that's cool.
Yep, multi-level play field. And it's a super fun game. If you actually play it, it's super fun. And I missed out, man. So sometimes that happens. You see something, you're like, "Ooh, I'd buy that." Oh, and then there's another guy out in Pennsylvania selling a Batman 66 machine. And that is my wife's favorite pinball machine.
Really? She likes it.
That's her favorite, Batman 66. Like when we go to the Electric Bat Arcade here in Arizona, if you guys haven't been to the Electric Bat Arcade, you guys got to go there. They do pinball tournaments. Awesome place. Great dive bar that's really more just a pinball and arcade, and they got tons of pinball.
Did they sell pierogies?
No, they don't sell
What a
pierogies.
piece of shit then.
But they have a Batman 66 there, and whenever we go there, she'll sit there for like 30, 40 minutes just playing Batman 66, just playing it. So she really loves it, right? They're kind of hard to find because people who usually own them really aren't selling them. They keep those. That's usually a keeper. Guy in Pennsylvania is selling his, right? He goes, I'm selling it, but local pickup only. No shipping, no deliveries. He doesn't want to deal with any of that. And I messaged him. I'm like, dude, I'm in Arizona. I'll pay to have it shipped here. And he's like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that. And I'm like, but I'm paid for the shipping. Some dude's just going to come and pick it up. It's as if I was picking it up. It's like, whatever, man. But
get a friend,
get
a friend to pick it up for you and ship it out.
Yeah.
You know some people in Pennsylvania.
yeah.
You're fucking P-dubs.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anybody. Maybe they've heard of me. I don't know, but I don't know anybody. That's a joke.
So
Calm down, trolls.
everything happens for a reason, P-dubs. Obviously, these pinball machines are not the one for you. Luckily, I know a guy selling a pretty awesome pinball machine that I think you really want, who's in Newfoundland, who's willing to ship to you.
I am not buying your broken Dungeons and Dragons pinball
broken.
machine. For you to buy it and now flip it, something's got to be wrong with it, Mike. What is wrong with
Stranger Things is what's wrong with it.
Yeah. I don't know. If I get D&D, I don't think my wife would like it as much. So, I just got Venom, and that's more for me. She doesn't really like it, and she loves real pinball. She doesn't like it. She doesn't think it's cool. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, if it was the Spider-Man, would it be better? She'd be like, yeah, probably be better if it was Spider-Man. I don't know about this Venom theme. Like, wow. Whatever, man. I like it. Batman 66, the guy was selling it for, I think, about $5,000. $5,000.
So is $5,000?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Pro Premium?
I believe it was a premium
For $5,000.
So I think,
wow.
Yeah, I think he was wanting to move it quick. Yeah, something like that. So, okay. Well, I would love to have D&D pinball for multiple. I'm hearing rumors too, Mike, that they might be making a new Dungeons and Dragons.
That's why I got to get this one moved first.
Yeah. There's a lot of great pinball rumors out there, guys. Back to the Future is supposed to be coming again by Dutch Pinball, the same people who did the Big Lebowski pinball machine. Back to the Future pinball might happen. We'll get a new version of that. If you guys remember, the last time we got Back to the Future, I think was that Data East table.
Yeah.
All those years ago, which is actually a pretty good machine.
It's a little boring.
But that's rumored. New Dungeons and Dragons is rumored. Supposedly, one of the behind-the-scenes rumors I heard is the guys who Barrels of Fun Pinball, who recently signed this deal with the Jim Henson family company. Supposedly, if this Labyrinth is a success, we might actually see Dark Crystal. Like the Henson family might be doing that as well. So, and if you like Labyrinth, you're probably a fan of the Dark Crystal. So there's a lot of like rumors flying around as to what we're going to see next year. It'd be very interesting. What?
So let me get this right. They're going from Labyrinth to Dark Crystal. What's next? Willow and like
Why not?
Is it Pinball for Virgins? Like what is this?
Why not? Dude, fantasy themed pinball sells. For instance, if you ever watch Captain's Auctions Warehouse, whenever a fantasy themed table comes up, like even like the old stuff like Paragon or something, anything on it that's got like knights and dungeons and dragons and really cool artwork and back glasses. There have been so many fantasy themed pinball games. Dude, people are bidding way over what they should to get their hands on those machines. People love fantasy themed pinball. I don't know why you're acting like it's a nerdy thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Jeez, you own one, for crying out loud.
Dungeons and Dragons. I just did that to piss you off.
Yeah.
Sounds like an expensive like joke.
I'm all in, baby.
Whatever. Mike, you're just mad that, you're just mad.
I'm always
You're just
mad.
mad. You're just mad. All right. What's going on in the world of gaming news? What did we have for tonight? Oh, yeah. That's the other one, too.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
Supposedly there's Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Princess Bride has been rumored, too. I've heard that one as well.
So we don't know if that's actually Barrels of Fun. There's this basically mystery company. If you go to it, like princessbridepinball.com, there's a website up, and they're not saying who the company is, but yeah, Princess Bride, like Andre the Giant on a pinball machine. Sign me up.
Oh, yeah. How could you not? That's a fantastic movie from when we were kids. Even though it's, technically a love story, it's a fantastic fantasy film. Everyone loves it. Everyone can quote it. Except for Nostalgia. That was probably before his
You've
time.
never seen Princess Bride, have you?
I haven't seen any of these movies.
I'm holding out hope for the never-ending story of pinball.
I mean, can you imagine like all the call outs on a Princess Bride pinball machine? Like if you lose your ball, you'll hear what's his name going, never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line. That's a great call out for like when you lose your ball. You know what I mean? Like there would be so many great quotable quotes from that movie that you could fit into that game. It'd be really cool. I'd love to see a new Goonies table. Yeah, for sure. Never Ending Story too. Bring on all the fantasy
Never Ending
tables. I'm all
Story,
for it, man.
Goonies, overrated shit.
Yeah.
Give me a Burbs pinball table or a Monster Squad.
The Burbs?
The Burbs.
The Burbs. But you got to get Corey Feldman's voice in there. It's got to be Corey Feldman.
Yes.
All the way. Yes. You are the Brute Squad. There you go. Unlock Brute Squad mode. There you go. Knock down all the drop targets on the table. Andre the Giant goes, everybody move! Because all the drop targets have fallen. I mean, think about it. There's so many ways you could integrate.
I just have to
movie.
explain this for Nostalgia once again. Nostalgia, these movies that B-dubs are talking about, these are the movies people watched in their teenage years when they didn't get any poontang.
Oh, okay. So I still wouldn't be interested in them.
No.
Okie dokie.
Terrible. Whatevs. All right. So anyway, what did we have for gaming news today, Mike?
There was a lot of Amazon sales on Arcade1Up cabinets today that popped up. I noticed them because Cool Toy had posted them in the groups. So we got a couple deals on tables. So there was some cocktail tables, MK2 also. Some of the head-to-head tables were on sale for $2.99. MK Deluxe and Pac-Man Deluxe were in there. They had I think it was like a $200 coupon code or $100 coupon code. They were down to $3.99. So a lot of really big Amazon deals today. What?
Nothing.
I don't understand.
I just thought that was funny what you said. Oh, sorry. Oh,
but that's how I found out.
Oh man, yeah. Luckily, he posted all his affiliate links in all the Facebook groups, so we knew, so we were aware.
But it was all over Facebook today. I will tell you, I never really understood Like the MK2 or the Marvel versus Capcom, really the head-to-head tables. Like, I'm not a fighting game guy, so I don't understand it. Maybe it's something two people would like to do back-to-back. But it always seemed like a waste of a cocktail table because it didn't have the nostalgia. There was never a Mortal Kombat 2 cocktail table. But one thing is, that games list on that table, spectacular. I mean, there's Gorf, there's Sinister. That is a great games list on that table. It's too bad that they put goddamn Paperboy and Clax on the MK2 Deluxe and all the MK cabinets when they could have Sinister or Gorf on there.
Yeah, that's true. So I was actually hoping that we would see Pinball M released during this Halloween. Maybe there's still time. Who knows? Maybe it's too soon, but Zen's got a whole bunch of spooky games coming out.
Oh, Pinball M. Yeah.
Yeah, Pinball M, Chucky, all these games that they're working on. It'd be really cool if those came out like this week or next week, right? But I haven't heard anything myself.
You would think that was the goal. I was a little disappointed with Zen Pinball this year because every year October rolls around, I wait for the Zen update. Elvira's here. We've got the Elvira and the Party Monsters and Scared Stiff coming to Pinball FX. But for some reason, they haven't had the foresight to make that happen yet. That would be such a huge deal. It feels like a injustice that we haven't seen an Elvira table come to Pinball FX.
Yeah, at least do Scared Stiff on Pinball FX. It would fit in with all the other Williams tables that they got, right? So that would be pretty cool in my opinion. I mean, they have released a lot of games this year, but
good ones too, like Twilight Zone, Addams Family, Star Trek Next Generation. Really big stuff.
Yeah, they've released a lot, and they've announced a lot to come.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. You have to wonder how that, that company that owns Zen Studios, what's it? Starts
Embracer Group.
Embracer Group, making them lay off so many people. It makes you wonder, like, will that slow down all these games that they were working on? Or were all these people working on other stuff?
Yeah, I didn't really go into the dirt sheets, I guess you would call them, or any of the sheets on exactly who it was. I always hoped it was administrative, but it looks like people have sent me stuff afterwards to say it was core staff, so it really sucks. Like, the team from Zen seemed really nice. I've talked to Bence a little bit through email, so hopefully it doesn't impact them too much, and hopefully they can keep doing good stuff.
I'm a big fan of the Ernest movies. Ernest P. Worrell. I would love to see an Ernest-themed pinball table, but would it sell? Do people remember Ernest?
I remember Ernest.
Hit the targets to spell Malk. No, Miak. That's what it is.
I remember Ernest. Hold on, I gotta grab something. Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah, that's a good movie. What's up, William? Good to see you in the live chat. Actually, we didn't get a chance to say hi to the live chat tonight. Holy cow, we're 30 minutes in. So, hi, everybody. Thumper Squid has a great idea. He says, let's start a pinball company. He'll try and build one just for fun. There you go. Rest in peace, Jim Varney. Yeah, man, it's a real shame he's not with us anymore. It's a real shame.
So, can I tell you a fun story about Jim Varney? Even when, like, he was in, almost hospice care, basically dying, he would still throw on his Ernest costume and go down and visit the sick kids and perform for them, like, just out of the goodness of his heart, in the same hospital that he was dying in. So, honestly, one of the best people in the entire world.
Yeah, for sure. What Ernest movies did you actually see, Ristalja? I'm surprised. There's like Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail. What are some of the other ones? There's at least 8 of them, right? Something like that?
I don't know exactly which ones I've watched. I watched them when I was young. I feel like there was one with a school bus. Does that sound right?
It's probably Ernest Goes to Camp, probably.
I think I've seen something with Ernest in a school bus. But
yeah,
there was a TV show for a while, too.
Maybe that's what I saw.
Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. I'm sorry, guys.
So, Ernest Goes to Camp was obviously my favorite, but I've probably watched Ernest Scared Stupid the most. Ernest Saves Christmas is really good, too. Ernest Goes to Jail kind of fell off a little bit for me, and then Ernest Goes to Africa. Like, there were so many goddamn movies. I stopped watching after Ernest Goes to Jail.
There was an Ernest Goes to Africa?
There sure was.
I did not know that. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll this clip right here. So we got a little bit of news over from AtGames. They're doing another Halloween pinball tournament. So all you have to do is fire up any of your AtGames products that have these pinball games on them. Just play the games, post a score on the
I
online
do like Haunted
leaderboards,
House.
and you might win. We got Haunted House.
I like the original Spooky.
We got Spooky. We got Mummy.
Don't like the
I
Mummy.
actually enjoy this Mummy. I like that one.
I don't like Zombie.
And then Zombie. So play those 4 games if you dare this weekend at any time, and you might win some prizes from AtGames.
What are the
nice to
prizes?
see a little community event. I have no idea, honestly. I don't know.
Pinball net codes?
I have no clue. I'm not on their media list. They don't send me anything anymore. I have no clue.
There's a media list?
Yes, Michael P. You know it.
I haven't seen any kind of notice about that.
Yeah. So October 27th for there's going to be 21 winners, but let's see here. I'm sorry. One random winner will win a Legends Pinball Micro.
Well, that's not bad.
20
It's not bad at all.
other people will win a $20 AtGames eStore discount code. Well, how do I know this? I just looked at the video description of that YouTube video that
Good
I
way.
just played. Yeah, here you go. See, you don't need to be on the media list to get their
Here's the
information.
funny thing. I'm looking at it now. It's not in there. I have no information on this. There hasn't been an update since
Yep.
Tuesday.
There you go.
No
Winners will be
information.
announced November 2nd. So there you go. Someone could win a Legends Pinball Micro. 20 people could win $20. Hey, man, if all you had to do is play pinball for 5 minutes and possibly win $20, it might be worth it.
But is it real money? I think it's Shroot bucks. It's gift cards, right?
Yep. Paul Minnerman says we do need to get to your disclaimers, Michael B. It is that time of the show. We have to make sure everyone's aware.
I'm in the media Skype thread with AtGames. I don't have an NDA with AtGames, and I'm in the beta tester program with Arcade1Up, and everybody who joined the beta tester program has an NDA that says we can't discuss things that happen in the beta tester program. And wrap.
And scene. Nostalgia, what do you got for us?
I can't talk about anything. I'm under NDA with everybody. Part of the NDA
I love how
is to not talk about what NDAs you're.
Nostalgia will pass executives of video gaming companies in an elevator, and all of a sudden he's on their NDA list.
I have an NDA with
Okay.
you. I don't even know who you are, dude.
So I see that from AtGames. So,
honestly, I had no information about that contest at all. That's weird.
Yep. There you go. Spaceballs, the pinball table. I think a Spaceballs pinball game would be incredible.
Of course it would.
Be fantastic. It would be fantastic. So there you go. What else is going on tonight, man?
So we got another announcement from Quarter Arcades. They've been doing announcement craziness the last couple days. So the second announcement from their announcement lineup came up, and it's Pong. Quarter Arcades are doing a quarter scale Pong arcade machine.
Have they shipped the TMNTs?
No.
Have they shipped the Space Invaders?
I don't think so. They're doing announcements for 2027 here. Get with it, man.
Like, this is why people are like, I'm more on Team New Wave, and all my numbskulls I got rid of. Like, I'm surprised that company's still in business. Like, they haven't actually shipped a product in what, like 2 years almost?
I don't know. I mean, they went through some pretty rough times during the pandemic where they actually reached out to the audience and talked about whether or not they were going to switch to plastics from wood. They stuck with wood. The Turtles cabs look incredible. It's something I would love to have. It's just I can't be paying like $400 for a quarter arcade. Like, mother of God, how much is the Turtles cab?
It's too much money.
Yeah, it was
It's too much money.
I thought it was like $3.99 or something.
Jesus, that's US too.
I think so.
I can't pay that for a desk arcade. I mean, New Wave Toys got it right. Like $150, sure, you can live with that, but $400 for a desk arcade. I mean, like you can buy an
I think it came
Arcade1Up.
with stuff.
Yeah. But Pong is coming. They're doing a Pong, so you're going to get your little quarter Pong, guys. So let us know what you think about that in the live chat. Would definitely love your guys.
$299 US, which works out to be let $400 Canadian. So
I was not going to spend $300 for an arcade.
Yeah.
This big.
So let me imitate. I'm going to dress in my second costume right now. I'm Huey Lewis from Back to the Future. I'm sorry, it's just too damn high instead of too damn loud. The price.
What was the other announcement that they made besides Pong?
Oh, the other one was Burger Time. They're doing a Burger Time cab, which makes sense. I mean, it's a very similar form factor to the Namco cabs, which they've done to death. You just change the front for the burger hat. So that'll be a popular release for them. No shade to the Quarter Arcade people. I think they do awesome stuff. Love the cabs I've had from them, but it's just, I mean, how much am I willing to pay for something I'm going to put on my desk?
Yeah. TMT expected early December. Let me know if it actually ships, Jason.
I really like the TMNT cabinet. If there's one that I want from quarter scale, it's the TMNT.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. I love the fact that it's arcade accurate, but I just can't pay that much money. $400 Canadian? No, sir.
Yeah, but Mike, if you pre-order, you get a really cool coin with it. You get a special
that
like,
coin
Turtles
and
coin.
$2 can get me a Coke. I don't really give a shit. So Steps, where's Detroit Love? Arby's have a 2 for $7 beef and cheddar deal on tonight. Detroit Love was like, yeah, boss, I'm sorry. I got responsibilities.
Yes. Yeah. Detroit Love. Good old Carl. Guys, it's Halloween weekend. He's got some stuff going on with his family and friends. I'm sure there's a lot of Halloween parties tonight and tomorrow, even though Halloween's next week.
I don't know.
Halloween falls midweek this year, so people have to do their parties the weekend before or after. So.
I don't know what's wrong with Carl. Like, it just doesn't seem like he's very committed. Like, he's always putting his friends and family ahead of YouTube. Like, the hell's wrong with that guy?
Oh my God, you're so funny, man. Oh, good old Carl. So nice. I mean, nice to see some action coming from the Numbskull camp.
Yeah.
I just worry that company hasn't physically shipped a product in 2 years, almost 2 years. And New Wave Toys has shipped 6 or 7. So it's like, they're rolling.
Again,
$2.99
for a desk arcade compared to $159.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why, because New Wave Toys can sell their cabinets. There's people out there, like, honestly, if Arcade1Up came out with like an arcade accurate TMNT XL cabinet, people would be like, man, $399 is a lot for that, but you're gonna buy a quarter scale for fucking.
I remember back in like 2018 when Walmart would consistently mark the Arcade1Ups down to 75 and
50.
And people would be, and do you remember the $25 Space Invaders for a while? Mm-hmm. Space Invaders got knocked down to $24.99. Holy cow. I remember those days. And then I remember a lot of people were like, these things are only worth $75. Those companies wouldn't stay in business if they only sold them for $75.
So Thor, let me clarify again. I'm talking about in Canadian currency. Once you do the change in exchange rate, it's going to be $400 for me Canadian. That's what I'm talking about.
That'd be more. Yeah. It's closer to 5.
Yeah.
Get
out of town. Are you serious?
So yeah, it's like 460 or something.
This is what I did. I had about 4 or 5 Numbskull quarter arcades, and I have the New Wave Toys. And the New Wave Toys, because they're smaller, they're easier to put on display. Find various ways to display them versus the larger quarter arcades. And they kept coming out with more and more. And I just realized that I liked New Wave more than Numbskull. So I sold all my Numbskulls. I just sold them on Facebook Marketplace. I had Bubble Bobble and a whole bunch of Pac-Man, Galaga. And man, they went quick though. I'll tell you what, I posted those for sale and they sold within an hour, maybe 2. That's how quick some of these things. It's nice to see collectors really wanting these products. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, I'm just not into Numbskull right now. But I'm trying to be fair to them. I just worry that the company, again, they haven't shipped anything in so long. You worry like
the products are awesome. Like honestly, I loved my Pac-Man. I loved my Miss Pac-Man and my Galaxian. I thought they were awesome. It's just, man, that price point, like for the new cabs, I'm just like, I can't jump in on that. It's too much money as Canadians.
Yep. Rev, you would have to have been here when the show started. We actually had all our costumes on. You might want to go back and watch the replay.
Don't waste your time. Nothing eventful happened.
The audience let us know that they could not understand a word we were saying with all our masks on, so we had to take them off. So, but hey, at least you guys got to see him for a couple of minutes.
Do you know how close I was to wearing my full Batman costume this year for the show?
Dude, you fit in it again now too.
I do.
That's good.
It. Yeah. So, yeah, lost a bunch of weight, so now I can fit into it. And honestly, I was like this close, and I was like, man, it's either Batman or the stupid inflatable axolotl. All right, that's what it is.
So,
maybe next year, boys.
Guys, if you don't know, I know on the show I spend a lot of my time praising Nostalgia and how great a person he is. But I do want to talk about the fact that, do you guys know Nostalgia's lost like 60 pounds since we got together last year when we were in Ottawa together? So I'm very proud of him. He's my slender boy. I'm super proud. Nostalgia, good job.
Thanks, man. I'm still a thick boy though, so I still got like a little bit more weight to lose, but I'm getting there. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good for you, man.
Thanks.
6 pounds.
I'm not 60, almost 50 and change.
I lost 6 pounds today too, and a massive dump this morning.
Oh, jeez, Mike. How about a big shout out to Nostalgia? It's actually pretty. He's lost somewhere between 50 and 60 pounds, guys. That's huge. That's huge. You wouldn't know because he doesn't like to show anything below his sternum on stream. But Nostalgia, can you give us a quick turn?
Look at that. He's a slender boy.
Look at that. He like disappears when he turns to the side. He's so skinny. There you go.
So if you guys watch Arrested Development, you might know about this. Nostalgia also suffers from a condition. He's a never nude. So at no time will you ever see him naked. He showers with jean shorts on.
Oh my God, really?
I do. It's a comfort thing. That's all it is.
Yeah. Speaking of stupid stuff on Amazon, take a look, guys. They have a Metal Slug Lego set. Take a look at this. It's on sale. $90, guys, and you can build your own Lego Neo Geo mini arcade.
This is not Lego, P-dubs. Please.
Who is it?
This is Brick.
What the heck is Brick?
I don't know. It's on the Brick store. But this is definitely not a Lego product.
So you got to be careful saying Brick and then adding a bunch of K's to it afterwards because people are going to get confused.
I miss Brick Rod. You remember Brick Rod?
Oh, yeah. Are you a Bricky? Get my Bricky Lego set.
I was a Bricky. I miss Brick Rod. Brick Rod, if you're out there, come back. We miss you. I miss Brick
man,
Rod.
People gave him some shit, too. Some horrible people in the community,
He never did anything wrong.
Never did anything. He was just like, hey, guys, I like arcade. And everybody was like, yeah, well, go fuck yourself.
I've never seen a person make such short content that angers so many other people. Like, it's so not mad. Like he took a tremendous amount of time out of your day. He would make videos that were only like a minute 20 seconds long, right? And this was before YouTube did shorts. And when YouTube added shorts, I was like, this is what Brick Rod's been doing all this time. He's going to succeed. His shorts are going to take off. And then I guess he quit YouTube right when YouTube started doing shorts.
The harassment he got, and also from like other YouTubers in the space, like they were like just like normal YouTubers, like
you never did anything. Your content.
Brick Rod never did anything. They were like, I fucking hate your guts. I hope you die in the woods for existing.
He'd just come out and be like, hey guys, it's Brick Rod. I want to tell you guys that Arcade1Up is coming out with Pac-Man Cabaret I think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Bye. Like literally, he's not wait. I mean, super nice kid, and everybody
like,
hated
not
Brick Rod.
us. I was always
not
like,
us,
geez, man. But
he
like,
got-
honestly,
Oh, I
he
hated
got
him
attacked.
so much. Oh,
he got attacked versus
attacked for no reason. People are like, "You're not a
Yes.
real gamer." What?
Yes.
What
He's such a
constitutes
nice
being a real
guy.
gamer? He just seems like a nice guy. He's got a Donkey Kong in his closet. Like, just leave him alone. Let him live.
And what's funny too is he had a real Donkey Kong and he had a
Yeah.
real Popeye. He had
Yeah.
2 real arcade machines as
So
well as arcade
it's not
1-ups.
like so. I mean, that should have made people happy. They were like, "Oh, he's not like a Arcade1Up shill. He
Yeah.
really likes real arcades." No, they were just like, "Die! Don't ever call me a brickie. I hope you die."
Those people were not brickies, they were prickies. Oh, that is true. He did open all his videos saying, "What's up, brickies?" Like every
Yeah.
video.
Like if you opened up every video and you were like, "What up, Dubs Army? It's the Dubinator." People probably
What
be
up,
like,
Dub
"Die."
Nation? What up? They'd be like, "You need to die." Poor Brick Rod. All right. Anything going else? Speaking of Arcade1Up, is anything going on in the world of Arcade1Up?
These Amazon sales. Also, when Cyrus was on Arcade1 Update last time, I asked him the question: are you done announcing products this year? And he said, sure. And then a couple days later, an email went out and said, new head-to-head Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man tables now available. So there are 2 more announcements, but they are head-to-head tables. They're new iterations of the Pac-Man and the Miss Pac-Man cocktail tables. So that email went out a couple days ago. Other than that, they're officially finished. And of course, we've also got new countercades that they didn't really officially announce either of these products, but...
All right, hang on a minute. It's official. We all thought Arcade1Up was going to go out of business in 2024. Well, some of us. But guys, their website's down. Look at this, arcade1up.com. The site can't be reached. I've tried it 4 times using multiple browsers. Arcade1up.com is gone.
Maybe they just
Can we get a double check on this in the live chat? Guys in the live chat, can you double check?
They probably just blocked you, man.
Is arcade1up.com down? Is it over? Have we hit the end of the road?
No.
works for me.
You've been blocked.
They can't block
AtGames
you
is done
from
with
a
you.
website.
Arcade1Up is done with you. Everybody's done with you, Dubs.
Yeah.
They got your IP address, buddy. You are toast.
No, it's not me.
No, it's definitely you. Look. Here.
What? It's me.
Look.
Yeah.
What?
Definitely. 100%. This is mine.
You are blocked.
What is going on here?
You are persona non grata. Toy Shock won't even talk to you now, P-Dubs.
Oh, I haven't talked to them in years, man. I hope they're doing okay. Jeff was a nice guy over there. What was his name? Jeff Falke?
Jeff
He was a
Falke,
nice
yeah.
guy. That is weird, man.
They blocked your IP. Had enough of your shit.
Maybe they blocked us here on. Oh, look, see, other people are saying it's dead. It's not just me. Ha ha ha. Look, can't reach it here. Must be something on the. Maybe we're West Coasters. Maybe something on the West Coast is going on, guys. Look at where's Jago. It's dead for me. Boom. Not just me.
Maybe they're a Canadian company now.
Yeah. There you go.
Guys, the site
down.
is not down. We're literally in there. The site can't be down.
Well, it's down for some people in the country or some internet providers. There you go. Oh, here we go. Boom. Yeah, it's just internet backbone crap is down. There you go. Boom. There you go.
What happened is they put up that Atari 50th cab and they were like, it's here. The Atari 50 is the best cab we ever made. And everybody was like, no, that's not very good.
That's true. So October here is the month where everybody who lives up north who owns a secondary home down here in Arizona, they all return usually in October or November. They're here for the winter. So yeah.
I'm gonna be a snowbird when I retire. So you best believe.
So traffic, of course, has been awful as more people now are here for the winter. So yeah. Look at this. Zemi says, shout out to Golden Tee, best cab with no issues. I hope you're talking about the original Arcade1Up Golden Tee. If you're talking about Golden TXL,
Trigger warning there, P-Dubs. P-Dubs has
You're
got a
go-
trigger warning on Golden TXL.
You're gonna get me all triggered, baby. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Was there any other arcade? So Arcade1Up's got a few products on sale on Amazon.
Yeah.
AtGames Legends Gamer Minis on sale on Amazon. It's only $80 on Amazon. So if you
Great
want to grab
deal.
one of those.
Great little controller. Yeah.
Yep. What else?
So also, sorry guys, another disclaimer. We're talking about this because we're interested, not because we're trying to convince people to break themselves going to buy $6,000 and $7,000 pinball machines, but there's actually some Stern pinball machines on sale right now. This hasn't happened in a lot of years. Stern kept raising their prices to the point where people were like, God damn it. But, and I know I'm not supposed to say that anymore, but anyway, Stern have raised their prices, but some machines haven't been as successful as others. So there's a couple machines on sale from different distributors right now, deep discounts, haven't seen in a long time. So go check out your local distributor. If you're in the market for a pinball machine, you can save as much as $2,000 off select Stern pinball machines. P-Dubs, I don't know if you had the article I sent over earlier or the picture.
You can save $2,000?
Yeah. Couple of machines. Well, that's on the premiums. It looks like the pros, there's $1,000 off.
This is on Amazon right now?
No, not on Amazon.
Yeah, no, it's definitely on Amazon.
It's not on Amazon.
No, it's definitely on Amazon.
It's through the local retailers. They sent out a notice that some Stern tables are on discount. So it's Led Zeppelin Premium and Pro, Rush Premium and Pro, and TMNT Premium and Pro are all on sale right now.
It's available exclusively on Amazon.
No, you're thinking that because Cool Toy noticed that the Jurassic Park machine was available on Amazon, so he posted the link in a couple groups.
Wait, hold on. So the other machines are not on Amazon?
No, just Jurassic Park.
What kind of stupid shit is that?
Just go to Cool Toy's Facebook page. You can find out. What? That's how I found out about it.
That's how I found out about it too. It's because he went into the Stern Pinball Facebook group and put his affiliate link in. I love the hustle. We got a little bit of news from Evercade. We haven't talked about the Evercade for a long time lately, guys, but the Evercade, we got some games that are coming out here. So these are their next games. Demons of Astaborg.
That looks like a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many of you are Evercade fans out there? I'm sure there's a few of you out there, but and then Good Boy Galaxy Witch and Whiz available in December. So there you guys go. So
actually, that is
More
incorrect
parts.
information. They're going to be available earlier and in November.
Oh, I'm sorry. November 28th is
Correct.
the new release date. Thanks so much, Michael B. the Game Genie. Yes,
I'm up on
November
my Evercade news, man. Evercade is badass. And also, if you have an Evercade VS, one of the things that the EXP did that the VS didn't do, which, we all talked about how cool it was on the EXP, was the fact you could turn the machine sideways and go into Tate mode. Or Tate, if you will. So big news, there's a firmware update for the VS where you can actually initiate Tate mode through your VS now. So if you have a screen you can turn sideways, you can actually play some of your cool arcade ROMs sideways. And the greatest thing about this, in the promo picture they sent out there, they also confirmed that the 8BitDo arcade stick also works with the Versus as well. So I'm going to be playing me some Evercade vertical games very, very soon, my friends.
Do you guys remember when we would talk about the Evercade?
Oh my God.
Do you remember when we would talk about the Evercade?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like 8 months ago. And Brad, I love you, man, but Brad would write this in the chat, but it would say, I can play most of what Evercade offers on my iArcade.
Yeah.
Because iArcade had a lot of the Evercade games, right?
Yeah.
And now it's AtGames. Brad, I think you just don't like the Evercade, Brad.
I think he's a Evercade hater.
Brad, get yourself an Evercade. Evercade is cool. But speaking of Evercade, those those mini handheld consoles, by the way, guys, they haven't shipped to people who pre-ordered and paid money for them like myself, but they've started to send out the review units, which is so common, right? Like right before the products hit general public, they start sending out the review units. Here's some footage from John Hancock, the Evercade Super Pockets. Those buttons on the back are the only thing I'm a little worried about. Like, how's that going to look, feel, and play? But everything else on these, it looks pretty cool, man.
You know where those buttons on the back came from, right?
Where?
So Nostalgia, who is a very close contact of the team at Evercade, he likes those Abernick.
Abernick.
Abernick handheld
Abernick
devices. And when they were making these, Nostalgia said, "You know what's cool? The Abernick has these buttons on the back." That's where they came from, guaranteed.
Like I know 19K Fox, I think like me, I think he ordered one of these. And I know he's been pretty hyped about getting one of the Hyper Megatechs. But did any of you check out the reviews? I know Hancock, I think maybe Mad Little Pixel, some of the other celebrity channels I think got them already and started putting content out there.
And if you're looking for a deal, on one of these, you can check out Mad Little Pixel's shop in a couple days where he'll be selling his.
Selling the one that he got for review, yeah.
But Kevin, 12 games built in, Kevin, but you can bring your cartridges with you, man, and just put your cartridges in and play your games. So there you go, Kevin. Yep.
The other big thing with Evercade is that there is no device on the market that emulates these games better than the Evercade products.
Oh yeah, their emulation is
almost damn near perfect. It is so well done that it feels like you're playing on original hardware.
Is that Mr. Gimmick? That's Gimmick.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, here's the Taito one. So I pre-ordered the Taito one. You know me. I like green. I like green.
Teal. It's more of a teal, buddy.
It's like a greenish teal, yeah, whatever. But and of course I like the Taito.
P-Dubs, you got absolutely nothing to worry about then on those back buttons. Because I don't think any of these games will use them. So.
None of these games, right? So yeah. And 19K Fox just wants Nostalgia to point out the value of these devices. Tell me about the value, Nostalgia.
The values just, it's self-explanatory. This thing comes with a bunch of built-in games, but not only that, you can remove the fake cartridge in the back and you can put in any of your Evercade cartridges and you can enjoy them in another handheld form factor.
Yeah.
God bless Dr. Freeman, who's in the chat writing prescriptions. He gave me a heads up. The Sunsoft collection has Mr. Gimmick. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. I'm going to get my hands on that.
I'm happy to see you and Dr. Freeman are getting along tonight.
I like Dr. Freeman. What's your problem? I'm so confused.
You almost blocked him the other day.
Good games list on the Taito. Is Goofy Foot here or is he still blocked? I think he's unblocked.
I think he's blocked. No, we unblocked. No. Mike blocked him again.
But yeah. So did anyone in the live chat pre-order these? I did. I'm an investor. Let me know if you are.
I am. If I didn't have the XP already, I would probably jump on these because I think this is a good value entry point for somebody to get into the Evercade landscape, right? It has included games, plus you can play your Evercade carts on it. So if you don't want to shell out the money for one of the other Evercade handhelds, you want a cheaper version that maybe has more of a familiar feel, like a Game Boy, has some built-in games already. This is more the avenue.
Now, let me ask you guys and everyone in the live chat, is there something you bought or something you just pre-ordered, but you spent the money and it's coming, or is there something you bought this year that was a total waste of money?
Mm-hmm.
Something that you did not need to buy. Let me know in the live chat what it was, because I have a funny story here. Nostalgia, what about you, my friend? What did you buy this year in video games that was a complete waste of your money, like you never should have done it?
Yeah, so it wasn't a video game, but it was Michael B's Friendship.
Greatly overrated.
Huge waste of money.
expectation.
So I will tell you, twice this week I've had some badass pasta nostalgia, and it's got me thinking about Toronto and going to the spaghetti warehouse or wherever you want me to go. Is it the spaghetti
old
warehouse?
spaghetti factory.
Spaghetti warehouse.
Spaghetti warehouse. We're gonna
Men's
just
spaghetti
go to the
warehouse.
production line and just eat it right
So-
off the line.
My wife went out to a business dinner, like a lawyer dinner, where she went out to meet these guys, Stuart Title. And anyways, they tried to sell her this new stuff, her and her dad, this new stuff. So she had this amazing, like really thick noodle. I forget what kind it was. And it was a chicken pasta, but it had like a balsamic reduction as the sauce with goat cheese. And let me tell you, this was the best goddamn pasta I've ever had in my entire life. Like, honestly, it was incredible. And tonight for dinner, I made baked chicken tetrazzini, and man, oh man, do I love that. So I had some really good pasta this week. I'm excited for the men's spaghetti warehouse.
That's good. We got some great feedback in the live chat. Andy here making a joke. Oh, look at Goofy Foot. He's partially blocked. Oh, I'm sorry. But take a look here.
Multiple head rolls.
So Cyan feels he wasted his money on PSVR 2. Paul Minderman here says Pac-Mania was a waste of money because Pac-Man XL is all that.
Pac-Mania, like everybody told you not to buy
Yeah.
Pac-Mania. If you bought Pac-Mania for like $199, you can't go wrong there. But anything more than that, you fucked up. And that's your fault, Paul. You should have known the difference. We told you the screen was shit. I don't know why you would buy it.
Stock Jock, which by the way, Stock Jock, just a heads up, buddy, that shirt you mailed me, I just received it today. It's incredible. Thank you so much, Stock Jock. His Legends Gamer Mini is too big. He's got no place to put it. Paul Minderman says half of the YouTube channels he's watched, he wants the money back. He didn't give them. Well, there you go. Hopefully not this one, Paul. Hopefully not this one. All right. So there's a product that I ordered months ago. When
You didn't ask me. I'll just go fuck myself. It's fine.
I'm sorry, Mike. I forgot because of the tetrazzini. Go ahead. What is the thing you wasted money on this year? Then we'll get to my funny story.
The portobello mushrooms I bought tonight for the chicken tetrazzini, because like honestly, they sell them in packs of 3, and I only really needed one to get the tetrazzini. You go ahead. I don't really have anything I really regret.
No regrets, Mike. No regrets.
No, not really. I didn't buy a lot this year. Probably one thing I do kind of regret right now, because I'm in a difficult situation, is the Dungeons and Dragons pinball. Because if I knew Stranger Things was a lock, I wouldn't have bought that, and I would have just had the money there. Now I love Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm stuck with this albatross of having to move this before I can move forward with Stranger Things.
Well, hopefully someone will buy it and you'll be able to then buy Stranger Things. Hopefully that'll happen, Mike. So many, many months ago, My Arcade announced this product was coming out. And I thought it looked interesting. Because, I don't know. I like goofy, weird stuff. And I've been waiting all year for them to finally start sending out review units to people. What are we talking about?
The Evercade games.
Okay. So the first review finally hit, and sure enough, it was Gen X Grown Up because he's got a great relationship with the
P-Dubs loves his channel. Loves it. He's always talking about it. He was like, I'm going to quit Super Game Room Dudes and do a show with Gen X. And we were like, go.
I never said that.
Leave. We don't care.
I never once said that. But he's got a great relationship with the My Arcade people. Like he covers all their products. And My Arcade, the only one I've ever covered was I bought one of the little Pac-Man ones. And in my opinion, it was shit. It was a total piece of shit. They're $20, $25 products, like the basic fun ones too, that company too. It's just not worth your money. It's crap that's in a grocery store to make you impulse buy purchases, right? So I haven't bought a My Arcade mini arcade product since Miss Pac-Man. But I pre-ordered this piece of shit right here.
Oh my God.
This looks so stupid.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
So I pre-ordered this on Amazon, and I was waiting for the first review. And Gen X Grown Up put out the review for it. You guys have to watch his review, especially the end. the end of the review is so hilarious because he starts talking about Galaga. He gives like under the summary section, he's like, oh wait, we got an ad here. He's like, look, this isn't the way you're supposed to play Galaga, but it works and it's okay. And watching this review, I think I should cancel my order. This thing just looks
Cancel
like
your order, your subscription. All these My Arcade shills have erectile dysfunction.
No, it just like I was gonna
Look, he's just excited because he's finally got a stick that's stiff.
Wow. My gosh, Mike, you are on a roll tonight, dude.
Oh, this company. I don't know who buys this stuff. But either way, I don't like I was gonna give them another shot. But I think I'm gonna cancel my order. Or do you guys think I
And
should
unsubscribe from freaking like Gen X grown up? Why would I tell you this is good?
Guys in the live chat, should I cancel my order? Give me a 1. If I should still get it and put out a video on this thing, give me a 2.
How much is this shit?
Oh, this thing was I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
$50 is my guess. It's between 50 and 70.
That's not even desk shit. That's desk diarrhea. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me pull it up on Amazon. Like maybe, sometimes you have to actually get your hands on these products to formulate.
No, do not get it. And here's your title of your review. What a piece of shit. Gen X grown up is an asshole. That's your title of your
God,
review.
Mike.
What a piece of shit.
Mike, you're terrible. You're terrible.
I don't know him. Maybe he's the nicest guy in the world, but his interest in My Arcade does sound a little bit off.
Well, he likes it. He likes the My Arcades. Yeah, $50, Nostalgia. This thing is $50. Like, I watched his review. Like, I was like, oh, it would be kind of interesting because you only go side to side with Galaga with your joystick. Maybe it'd be kind of fun to have a little joystick with a trigger button on it. But
no,
I watched.
It's not. Ask Nostalgia.
I watched him play it and on his review, and it's a beautiful, well-produced review. But I think I'm going to cancel my order now. I don't think I'm going to get it. I just, My Arcade is just not for me. I'm not the customer for, what is that called? My Arcade, that brand.
Yeah, it's just not mainly for older people that complain about all the other arcade products and have erectile dysfunction.
And those same people that buy these products trying to influence their grandchildren and playing games, but they just further damage the reputation of the game because the quality and the experience is so bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big. Oh yeah, and then that was the other thing I saw about this. He was pointing it up and he was like, "Imagine if it was Gorf," and I was like, "Man, I would kill for Gorf from literally any other company except for My Arcade."
Oh my! Don't be mean. Adam's Family Pinball is only $3.39 on Steam right now. Make sure you guys pick that up for your Pinball FX. It plays really well on Steam. Not as good on the Legends Pinball yet. We'll see what they do. What do you say here? Nostalgia. First time you're right.
What? What was I right about?
First time
I said a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
About the reputation of these games that My Arcade gives it. And Paul, honestly, man, you can say what you want. I still get a lot of shit from like the core AtGames haters that remember like all the Sega consoles and stuff they did before that they weren't happy with. But I mean, anybody that has a Legends Ultimate, that has an AtGames Pinball, I mean, just play it. It's not the same company. It's not the same company that made that stuff years ago. The emulation, much better. I can't speak for the handheld stuff because I haven't touched any of the handheld stuff in years, but like everything on the Legends line has been pretty good. Like, I mean, it's not the same company that was making that shit before. My Arcade, still shit.
Mike, tell them how you really feel about My Arcade.
He can't. He's under NDA with them.
No, I'm not. My Arcade is the feeling you get from My Arcade is the feeling you get walking away from Turner Brothers Ninja Eclipse Pinball. You're like, you know what? What a piece of shit. $9,777.
Do you think if they came in with Ninja Eclipse Pinball at like, let's just say $4 or $5 grand, do you think that would have been a home run?
So the Ninja Eclipse, that is the $9,777. I did some more homework afterwards. I even asked Cool Toy about it because he was actually at the convention, and I noticed he didn't mention it in his winners and losers video. So what he told me wasn't that great. What was more interesting was the app system that they're using for the point of sale instead of having a coin door. That's a better thing that they've done than the actual pinball machine itself. But I went back and I watched a bunch of videos on it. So it's 100 machines at that 9,777. Then they're going to have a tiered model where there will be a cheaper version. But I look at that pinball machine and I'm like, I don't know how it can get any fucking cheaper. So I don't know what you're going to get for your $6,000 or $7,000 version. Because, like, to me, like, I don't know. I just don't get the appeal of that one. Maybe I'd play it and fall in love with it. But for me, that was like when I watched his video on like winners and losers from the Pinball Expo, I was like, well, I know where Turner Brothers is going to be. So I was really surprised it wasn't there. They use plexi. On a $9,777 machine. They're using plexiglass. Get out of town.
I mean, you try to tell yourself that some of these real pinball machines, the reason they're so expensive is licensing costs, but this is a very just bespoke IP. This is a custom IP. It's like they're like, let's just come up with some. I don't think it's based. Is it based on anything? Is it licensed?
So My Arcade, how many have I ever owned? 0. Because they're in Walmart. You look at them and you're like, well, that's horrible looking. And then you do have the opportunity to test it out in Walmart and you're like, well, that plays like shit. And then I don't buy it and I move on with the rest of my life.
Boom. Boom. And right here, guys, Arcade1Up website is working on the West Coast again. So they're still in business. Woo! Dodged a bullet there. I said I was a fan. They're on YouTube now. I don't know who I don't know who you're talking to, Thumper Squid. I like Gen X Screwed Up. I think that he makes great content.
I don't know him. I've never watched any of his stuff. I'm
Mike-
just making fun of My Arcade.
Yeah, Mike just hates My Arcade.
I don't hate My Arcade. It's just I don't think it's a very good company. And I think that any company that sells a Galaga with a dildo attached to it is a very, very odd choice.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Well, we got anything else? Any other news topics that I missed, Nostalgia?
I don't think so. I didn't even know that there was news this week. So I think we did well.
Your costume was incredible. How about a big shout out in the live chat to Nostalgia for really bringing the costume? If you missed the first 5-10 minutes of the show, go back and watch it. You got to see Nostalgia's costume. When he first showed up on air, I was laughing so hard before we went live. It was incredible. It was incredible.
So, guys, after this, go check out our buddy Mike of All Trades on Arcade1Up official.com. Travis will be there as well. Arcade1Up World Championship, X-Men versus Street Fighter. I know it's debatable. Is it a world championship if all the people are in North America? I don't know. The Lakers call themselves like 17-time world champions, but yet they play in a sport that's only played in North America. I don't know. Anyways, that's going on right now. If you're interested, go check it out.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, my dudes, thanks so much. And that's probably going to be today's episode. Hopefully you guys had fun on this Spooktacular Friday. Go enjoy the holiday weekend with your friend. Have a safe and happy Halloween next week. And we will see you guys really, really soon. Nostalgia, whenever you're ready, send them on their way.
Well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful Halloween. And I hope that you scare lots of children. And I hope you guys get to sneak some candy from your kids and enjoy it.
I've made a mortal enemy of Gen X grown up, haven't I?
You have.
I didn't intend to.
Game over. It's game over.
Oh, God.
Anyways, guys.
Go check him out, guys. Just his views on My Arcade confuse me.
Yeah.
Should I end this or should we go?
No, we'll just keep going. Who else do we have problems with? You know who else I don't like? You know who else really